I think a lot of things. It's like everything. It's a team thing, and we can do a better job protecting. Certainly, that stood out at times in a not so good way. Route running, throwing, all those things. So it's just something we'll continue to work at. They Tulsa completed a ball down the field, fairly far down the field, and he hustled down there and knocked the ball loose. So that to me is kind of representative of the way he plays. He's going to be until the whistle blows. He's going to be involved, and that's an outstanding play. And plays like that are to me representative of what good players do. We wouldn't have predicted that, certainly. I didn't know if we'd run the ball 30 times, let alone give it to one guy 30 times. So my guess is we'll spread it around. I still think Mike Malloy is going to be playing here. I don't know how soon, but certainly Greg Garman got his feet wet. We'll try to expand that. I think he's a good player too. So my guess is all three guys will do it, and then it's a matter of how much Damon can, how much he can handle. We'll see. Yeah, it might be a good idea if we try to keep them, contained a little bit. I was telling the team the other day, I think my first game when I was like in third or fourth grade, I forgot to take my helmet. The good news was, that was the bad news. Good news was I don't play anyway, so my dad had time to go home and get it and bring it back. Coach White really didn't miss me. But even then, I think, when I was that young, you learn in football, somebody's got to contain. Offensively, they're what you guys love. They throw the ball over the place, left, right, down the field. They've got a little option keep. They've got a quarterback that can throw it and keep it. He's a dangerous runner, dangerous thrower. And, three backs that are very, very effective, and their line's done a nice job too. So, to me, they're a lot more proficient doing it now than they were a couple of years back. We just didn't look overall in great sync passing game wise. So it's a concern, but it's going to improve. It has to improve, and it will. In a perfect world, if we could keep it where it's at, we'd be fine with that. That may change as we move forward. Certainly, you start getting guys that can't play injury-wise, that type of thing, and what have you. But in a perfect world, I'd still rather prefer to redshirt players. But the world's not perfect, so we'll see how it goes. But the guys that played got their feet wet, and that was good. And, in the Midwest a little bit. Then I think after you leave the Midwest, they tend to go more west, although they go to Florida, and we don't go to Florida an awful lot. So not too much once you leave the Midwest, but there are players in the Midwest that we bump heads with. Basically, both he and Phil are the coordinators, and we have our discussions during the course of the week. But those guys call the game. I've got veto power at any time, but I don't exercise a lot, and I really haven't in 13 years. But there are times where I'll make suggestions.